Hello everybody, this is Vijay Krishna, working as assistant professor in Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering of Chebroad Engineering College. Today on power electronics, we observe that about the MOSFET, that is a metal oxide silicon field effect transistor. What is a power MOSFET? Before going to the power MOSFET, what about the BJT? That is a bipolar junction transistor. There is a power BJT is a current controlled device and requires base current, that requires a base current for current flow in the collector. Here the collector current is dependent on the input current, that is a base current. Nothing but a BJT is a current control device, but the power MOSFET is the voltage control device. Here it requires a small input current and the switching speed is very high and the switching times are of the order of nanoseconds. Therefore, having the high applications on, that is increasing applications on low power high frequency converters. Why? Because the switching times are of nanoseconds and the switching speed is to be very high. Due to the advantage of these two, the increasing applications in low power high frequency converters we are using. Here the input impedance is to be, gate circuit impedance is to be high, hence gate can be driven directly from microelectrical circuits. These are used in low power high frequency converters, that is SMPS, switched mode power supplies and inverters. Here shows the symbol of this MOSFET, metal oxide silicon field effect transistor. Here G shows for symbol of G, that is the gate, and D is for drain, ID is the drain current, and this is the source. Here shows the picture of this MOSFET IRF520 having the three terminals. The three terminals are shown, that is the first terminal is gate, and second terminal is the drain, and third one is the source. On the symbol also you have to observe the three terminals are having that for the MOSFET of a drain, source and gate. Here the power MOSFETs are shown with the different ratings, that is 3.5 amperes and 600 volts MOSFET. This is nothing but a 3.5 ampere rating, current rating, and the voltage is to be 600 volts MOSFET. And another one is to be 40 amperes and 60 volts MOSFET. You see, here the current value is to be very low, therefore the voltage has to be high, highest ratings of voltage and high current rating MOSFETs. These are the two different ratings of the MOSFETs we have to show. Next, the basic structure of the N-channel power MOSFET as shown here, that consisting of P-type silicon substrate and also commonly connected towards the N-channel and heavily doped N positive, that is N-channel N positive layers has been placed. These are the two heavily doped. In between two heavily doped, an N channel has been placed here. In total overall the P-type substrate, here N channel has been placed in between two heavily doped N values. Here, this is nothing but the metal of which is connected towards the gate. Here, towards the N channel and in between the gate, a oxide layer has been formed because the gate is to be isolated towards the N channel. This is an oxide material that which isolates the gate. And here the source value is to be connected here, and a gate to source of positive, V positive to negative, that is a forward biased. Gate is more positive with respect to source of a gate to source voltage is applied here, VGS here, and VDD drain voltage and RD value, drain resistance, has been shown. There are two types of MOSFETs we are having. There are two types of MOSFETs, or first one is depletion type and the second one is enhancement type MOSFET. First one is the depletion type and second one is enhancement. This shows here is a depletion type MOSFET. What is the difference between these depletion type MOSFET and enhancement type MOSFETs? You can observe now. This is nothing but the complete structure of N-channel power MOSFET. The N-channel means these are placed in a P-type silicon substrate. This is a P-type silicon substrate. Here, an N-channel depletion type MOSFET is formed on a P-type silicon substrate with two heavily doped N plus silicon for low resistance connections. These are for low resistance connections. Here the gate is isolated from the channel by thin oxide layer. This is oxide layer. Here the three terminals are drain, this is the drain, and gate and source has been shown. Here the substrate is normally connected to the source. The substrate is normally connected to the source. Here the gate to source voltage VGS, it could be either positive or be negative. What happens if positive, in place of positive we can replace with a negative, that is a reverse bias. That is, if the gate is placed with a negative terminal, connected with a negative terminal, and source is connected with a positive terminal, what happens means, here if the gate to source voltage is given with a negative, some of electrons in the N channel, in an area of N channel, are repelled and a depletion region is created. Here the depletion region is created. Near the oxide layer, beneath the oxide layer, and depletion region is created, that is below the oxide layer. It results in narrowing of effect of N channel. Nothing but the N channel should becomes towards narrow, very narrow. The N channel moving towards narrow channel, where the width of the N channel reduces due to the depletion. Therefore, due to this, here high resistance from a drain to source, that is from the RDS value, from drain to source is coming. That is, if VGS is made negative, if VGS is made negative more or enough, the channel becomes completely, this N channel becomes completely depleted, which offers a very high resistance of RDS value and no current flows towards the drain to source. Therefore, the IDS current is to be zero. ID current is to be zero. Here, the value of VGS, when this happens, is called, at this time of when IDS is equal to zero, when this happens, it's called is a pinch off voltage. This is nothing but the pinch off voltage. If suppose the VGS is more positive, made more positive, the channel becomes more wider within the P silicon substrate, and RDS values to be reduces, and thereby ID current values to be increases. These are the two conditions which we observe while VGS is making more positive and also making more negative. That is a forward biased, and the reverse biased condition is applied, or changing the supply voltage of VGS in between the gate to source terminals. That is nothing but the depletion type. Here, if if you observe, when VGS is equal to 0 here, that is short circuited. In the N-channel MOSFET, depletion type MOSFET, when VGS is equals to 0 and VDS is applied here, what about the drain to source voltage is to be applied? What about the drain current is to be ID current is to be equals to drain to source current here and flows through the circuit due to the free electrons in the N channel. Here the free electrons are happening. Why? Because this is completely short circuited. That makes VGS is equals to 0. When VGS is makes equals to 0, what should be happen means the source current is to be moving towards the in form of electrons moving towards the drain, and the electrons is to be moving like this, and the current is to be moving like this. This is nothing but the N-channel depletion type MOSFET. Next, what about the P-channel depletion type MOSFET? P-channel depletion type MOSFET is having that opposite towards that N-channel depletion MOSFET. That is, what about the VGS which we connected gate to source voltage with a gate with a positive terminal voltage and a source with a negative terminal voltage is replaced in opposite manner. That is, here normally for N-channel we placed P-type silicon substrate, but here in the basic structures in the P-channel power MOSFET, here N-type silicon substrate has been considered and a P-channel has been considered here with a P plus. Okay, here with more electron heavily doped P has been placed here. In this, a P channel has been placed here on a N-type silicon substrate. Here, what about the VGS is to be applied here is to be changes. Here, the VGS is to be reverse biased with the gate is to be negative source voltage applied, negative terminal, and also with a source is a positive terminal. High potential and low potentials has been reversed here. That is nothing but the P-channel type depletion type MOSFET. What about the operation here? When this is nothing but the complete whatever in the previous slide is to be seen having the diagram. But what should be happening when VGS is greater than 0? When VGS is greater than 0 and VDS is greater than 0, what should be happening? A depletion region is created near the oxide layer. Here this is silicon dioxide. This is the oxide layer. Within the oxide layer, a depletion region is created to avoid the holes. As gate to source voltage increases, the concentration of the electrons near the silicon dioxide increases, oxide layer increases, and there is some flow between drain to source. This is nothing but the drain to source. This is the ID current that is moving towards like this. ID current, which is denoted with IS is equal to ID. Source current is equal to drain current has been denoted here. The whatever the current is to be moving like this, and the electrons is to be moving like this. Here, the level of VGS that results in the significant increase in drain current is called nothing but a threshold voltage. This is nothing but the threshold voltage. Here, if you observe, electrons attracted to the positive gate side. These electrons are attracted towards this is the gate, the drain, which is having the positive terminal. Here we applied the positive terminal towards the electrons are attracted to the positive side, and here the depletion region is to be, this is nothing but the depletion region which is formed here within the P silicon substrate. The depletion region is to be formed here. Here, holes repelled by positive gates. Holes are repelled by positive gates, and this is nothing but the insulating layer of oxide. Then, how the metal oxide silicon field effect transistor characteristics are observed. Those are the transfer characteristics for an enhanced n-channel enhanced type MOSFET. Here we will consider only the enhancement type MOSFETs for switching devices in power electronics. That is why, because the depletion MOSFET remains on at a zero voltage, whereas an enhancement type MOSFETs they remains off at a zero gate voltage. That is the difference between these two. The depletion MOSFETs remains on at a zero gate voltage. Whenever the gate voltage is to be at a zero condition, zero voltage applied condition, but the depletion MOSFET should be on condition. But depend upon the application, we require on and off condition should be must and should be required. That is, if you go for an enhancement type MOSFETs, those are remains in off at a zero volt gate voltage. That is our requirement. Therefore, the enhancement type MOSFETs are generally used as switching devices in power electronics. These are the transfer characteristics. Here, if you observe the transfer characteristics of enhancement n-type MOSFET, n-channel type MOSFET, these are the transfer characteristics. Here, the characteristics are drawn for gate to source voltage on x-axis and IDS, drain to source current on y-axis. Here, this is nothing but the threshold voltage. When greater than the threshold voltage, the drain to source current has been moving, or that is nothing but increasing. This is the value. Here, in the same way, the transfer characteristics, if you observe, the output characteristics, if you observe here, on the VDS and IDS values, here, this is nothing but the linear region. This is also ohmic region is called linear region, nothing but linear operation region. This is very important, where drain to source voltage is very less than or equal to gate to source voltage. Is the drain to source voltage is less than or equal to gate to source voltage minus threshold voltage. That is nothing but the linear range. This is nothing but the linear range. Here, three regions we will observe, that is cutoff region, saturation region, and also the linear region. Here, this region is showing that the cutoff region. Under this should be MOSFET should be in a cutoff condition or off condition. This is nothing but the saturation region. Above that, there is no working of this MOSFET. There is no controlling of the MOSFET. No controlling of the MOSFET. That is nothing but saturation region. Here, under this condition, VGS increases greater than the threshold voltage. Therefore, this is comes under the linear region or a linear operating condition. Next, what about the output characteristics? What about the output characteristics of an enhancement type MOSFET? These output characteristics are drawn with respect to the drain current and also the drain to source voltage. Here, again same, the cutoff region should be occurred when VGS is less than VGS-T, that is the threshold gate to source voltage. Therefore, here if you observe, normally these are depend upon the transconductance. These are depend upon the transconductance. If you observe, what about that? What is meant by the transconductance means? It is the ratio of drain current to the gate voltage. That is the drain current to the gate voltage is ratio, which defines that the transconductance, which is very important parameter to observe about the transfer characteristics and also the output characteristics. Here, the transconductance is normally very high in the pinch-off region. In the pinch-off region, typically on the order of mega ohms, and is very small in the linear region. Nothing but in this region, it should be very small. After that, should be very high in mega ohms values. In the linear range, linear region, The pinch of nothing but the transconductance will be of milliohms. Therefore, for depletion type MOSFETs, the gate voltage could be either positive or negative. But the enhancement type MOSFETs respond to a positive gate voltage only. That is, the difference between these two, depletion type MOSFETs and also the enhancement type MOSFETs, if the depletion type MOSFETs are having with opposite signs also, whatever the voltage you are applied in between the gate to source is either it is a positive forward voltage or the reverse voltage you by changing the terminals, but it should be turn on condition. But if you come across the enhancement type MOSFETs, that it will be respond to a positive gate voltage only. That way, the power MOSFETs are generally of the enhancement type of the MOSFETs. Here, if you observe on the graph, the low value of VDS curve is linear, constant on resistance. This is the linear, the VDS it should be in a linear manner on low value. For given VGS on increasing, VGS curve is to be a flat. Here, the drain current is to be constant value. VGS is large, MOSFET turns on small, MOSFET acting as a closed switch and driven into ohmic region. This is nothing but the ohmic region. When device on P MOSFET, power MOSFET curve traverse from cutoff to active region, then to ohmic region, and when turns off, takes backward journey from ohmic to cutoff region. This is nothing but this cutoff region. This totally explains about the output characteristics of a MOSFET. What about the switching characteristics? Here, if you come across the switching characteristics, the gate signal for the MOSFETs, without any gate signals, an enhancement type MOSFETs may be considered as two diodes connected back to back. That is, without any gate signal, I am telling that if an enhancement type MOSFET may be considered as two diodes connected back to back. Here, the gate structure has parasitic capacitance to the source. Nothing but, what about the, if you consider here, the gate to source is to perform a gate to source capacitance, and also to the gate to drain also, gate to drain, gate to source, and also the drain to source. Three capacitance has been forming and it acting as a NPN transistor with a reverse bias junction. Here, the switching modes of the switching characteristics of the MOSFETs shows that here this is the applied voltage V1 with respect to the time period T1, and Vc is the gate voltage which is in a positive manner. Here this is nothing but the VGS, gate to source voltage, and also this is the ID value, that is the drain current here we are observing. Here if you consider with respect to the applied voltage on the MOSFET towards the gate making more positive with respect to the source value, here up to the threshold voltage this curve is to be occurring here. That is nothing but the gate source threshold voltage. This is nothing but the gate source threshold voltage. It should be increases very small value. After that, this is nothing but the pinch off voltage. This is nothing but the pinch off voltage. Gate to source pinch off voltage, and after that should be linearly increased to constant value of applied voltage V1. Here, what should be happening means there is a delay time, that is nothing but turn on delay time and also rise time. That turn on delay time is during which input capacitance charges to threshold voltage. Normally, previously I explained that about the MOSFET without any gate without any gate signal, it acts as a two diodes connected back to back, and it acts as an NPN transistor or an NPN transistor. If you consider that an NPN transistor, that NPN transistor that connected with back to back the two diodes, or if you go through it, here a gate to source capacitance are placed, and also gate to drain capacitance are placed, and also another capacitance we consider that drain to source capacitance. In place of the voltage sources, we replace with the capacitance values, and extra capacitance we consider as drain to gate. Here, the during the turn on time period, this is the turn on time period, and the turn on delay time. Turn on delay time, the input capacitance charges to threshold voltage. This is nothing but the charging period. This is charging period towards the gate to source threshold voltage. After that, it is the time period of rising. This is nothing but the rising time period. After the threshold voltage, this is the rise time. Here, gate voltage rises to gate source pinch off voltage is also called up to this value. Therefore, the total turn on time period, which is the addition of total time periods of delay time, turn on delay time, and also the rise time. Therefore, the turn off time process starts at T1 period under this condition. Up to this value, there is a steady state voltage is to be happening as input of a V1 value magnitude. Under this, it should be off condition. Therefore, up to this T1 point, here what should be happening is smallly decreasing. That is, the turn off process starts at a T time T1. Here, this is called as turn off delay time. Turn off delay time. Under this condition, the whatever the input capacitance of a VGS is to be discharging in manner. That is V1 to VGSP. V1 to VGSP. This is the point is to be occurring. Here, after that, it should be moving towards a fall time. It should be towards a decreasing manner. Under this condition, up to the VGST value. VGSP becomes a VGST value. Under this condition, it is called fall time. Therefore, under this condition, ID current falls to zero. ID current falls to zero. Here I am showing that zero. If you consider the input ID current, if you observe here, at the time of the rising turn on delay time, it should be zero. Current should be zero. After that, should be rising, and ID should be like this, and after that should be zero manner. Therefore, when VGS, gate to source voltage, is very less than or equal to gate to source threshold voltage, P MOSFET is turned off condition, comes to turned off condition. Here, this is nothing but the MOSFET. We discussed about the depletion type MOSFET and also the enhancement type MOSFETs. Enhancement type MOSFETs are nowadays using, it's using furtherly for power electronic applications. But what about the comparison of a BJT and MOSFET? If you consider the BJT and MOSFET, that is the bipolar junction transistor and metal oxide silicon field effect transistor. Here, the BJT is a bipolar device. It is a bipolar device, and MOSFET is a unipolar device. BJT is a bipolar device, and it is a unipolar device, one way. Here, BJT is low input impedance occurring, that is the input impedance of the BJT transistor is to be low input impedance consisting, and MOSFET having with high input impedance, that is in mega ohms values. But what about the losses, switching losses? High switching losses but lower conduction losses. For on the BJT, we will observe that high switching losses but having that lower conduction losses. But if you consider a MOSFET value, MOSFET under MOSFET, lower switching losses but high resistance, high on resistance and conduction losses. Here, the losses that are occurring in the MOSFET is to be very high compared to the BJT, but the switching losses are very less. Here, the BJT is a current control device and a MOSFET is a voltage control device. Next, BJT, negative temperature coefficient of resistance, parallel operation is difficult. Here, the negative temperature coefficient of resistance is consisting and the parallel operation is difficult. Current sharing resistors should be used. Here, positive temperature coefficient of resistance and the parallel operation is easy. Next, here in a BJT, secondary breakdown occurs. That is nothing but the transistor breakdown should be happening in the BJT. That is nothing but a secondary breakdown occurs. But if you observe on the MOSFET, that is secondary breakdown does not occur. That is the importance of the MOSFET. The secondary breakdown doesn't occur here on the MOSFET. Therefore, what is the another disadvantage is here means a short circuit fault condition occurs in the MOSFET, which is very difficult to protect them. That is, if any short circuit occurs on the MOSFET device, there is a problem, the failure of the MOSFET. That is, to protect the MOSFET it is to be very difficult. That is the main disadvantage of this MOSFET. But if you consider the available ratings, what about the ratings of the BJTs and also the MOSFETs means here this BJT is available with 1200 volts and also the 800 amperes readings of the capacity. Here, but what about the MOSFETs means the availability ratings is to be 500 volts and 140 amperes. Why so much difference between these ratings? On the ratings means on the first slide I discussed that the MOSFETs are used for low power and high switching applications. In the first slide, I discussed that high switching and low power applications. These are used for low power converters, and these are used for BJTs are used for highest power converter ratings. That is the difference between the comparison of BJT and bipolar junction transistors and metal oxide silicon field effect transistors. Here, the power MOSFETs are using of not the depletion type, but they are using the enhanced type MOSFETs. Now, all the applications of power semiconductor, power electronic circuits or the converters, we are using that enhancement type MOSFETs. I hope that all of you understand the class. In the next class, I discuss the IGBT, about the IGBT. Thank you.